Hi guys, welcome back to our Maine homestead. I'm Francesca, this is Eddie. For those of you who have been here for a while, thank you so much for all of your support. We really appreciate you. And for those of you who are new to our channel, welcome. Hope you guys enjoy our building process. As you can see, Eddie is working on installing the loft flooring. I have been down on our first floor working on cutting boards to length. But right now we're taking a little bit of extra time because we have to do the cutouts around the posts in the center of the house here. And so I think that our goals for this week are to try and finish up the next 2 bays of loft flooring. So we're going to try to install all of our loft flooring, and then we're going to work on installing those last 4 posts around the deck area. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, if the weather holds up, we're going to start working on setting some beams on top of these posts. All right, we're going to get back to building this floor. Hang tight. Hello everybody, another day of working on the house, specifically the loft flooring. So we are powering up, filling up the air compressor so that Eddie can use the nail gun for the loft flooring. We've got our tiny supervisor here with us today, and so we're just going to get to work and we're going to try to knock out as much flooring as we can. Tomorrow was supposed to rain, but it doesn't look like it's going to do that now, so I don't think we have to be quite as worried about polying the new floor today, but I may do that as well. So we're going to get as much done as we can, and we'll see you guys soon.
So it's rained so much and it's been so humid that all of the cardboard on our liquid nails is soft. So yesterday I loaded a new tube and had a blowout. So now I'm putting it on with my finger.
We got another bay of loft flooring done today, so I am about to go ahead and poly it so that it's sealed and protected from any rain or leaves falling on it, that sort of thing. This bay right here I polyed last week, and it held up really well with a lot of rain over the weekend and a lot of leaves falling down on it, and it still looks very good. So I'm very happy with the poly that we got. So as you can see, that's the last row that I did. I'm going to go ahead and poly all of this. What I have to do first is just sweep it. I'll run over it with a Swiffer, and then I'm going to get some water and a little bit of Dawn dish soap and just clean up any mud or spots or anything like that. We have been trying to be barefoot on this so that we don't track a lot of dirt and things on it, but it still gets up here regardless. So I'm gonna spot clean any spots, and then I'll go ahead and poly it with a roller brush, wait a little bit, and then poly it again. So while I do that, I'm going to turn on an audiobook and get to work. afternoon. We have had a busy morning. We had to go run first thing this morning to the sawmill to go pick up a load of lumber, bring it back, unload the trailer, give the trailer over to my dad, who's actually driving south, and he's going to be picking up some of our roofing insulation that we've ordered. So he's going to pick some of that up. We've got some being delivered from another store, so all of it will be here within the next few days, hopefully, so that we have that ready to go whenever we start working on the roofing. Yesterday we hustled and we got the rest of the loft flooring done. We have to place another post before we can actually finish it, so we still have like 1.5 rows to go, but essentially we're all done with the loft flooring on the second floor, so I'm going to take you guys up the stairs and show you that in a second. I did go ahead and poly it. We got a lot of rain last night, so I'm actually going to show you guys a picture real quick of the poly working and doing its job well. Thank goodness I got that poly down before it rained last night. We again are going to be hustling this weekend because we're actually expecting a few inches of snow on Monday. So we have to hustle and try to get as much done this weekend as we can before we get a little bit of snow. It shouldn't be too much, it shouldn't be unmanageable, but we're going to try to get what we can done before it snows done so that we're ready for it, if that makes any sense. So our to-do list right now includes setting all the rest of the posts for the second floor. We're going to work on stairs. We're going to work on a section of the porch here in the front. That's what Eddie's actually working on right this very moment up there on the house. We are going to work on completing the second floor decking, and then I think we're kind of on board to start putting up beams on the second floor. Oh my gosh, the sun just came out and is blinding me now. I have no idea where I'm at on my to-do list. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, I think decking, loft flooring, posts, part of the porch. We're also going to be priming and painting all of the first floor OSB, the tongue and groove subfloor there, so that in the future, with rain, snow, whatever kind of weather we're going to get, it's going to be protected and it's not going to let any moisture seep down into the basement. So we're hoping that that's going to be one of the last pieces of the puzzle to dry in the basement for the winter. So those are all things that we're going to hope to do this weekend / within the next few days. And then once we're kind of check, got all those checked off the to-do list, we're going to start working on second floor beams. So we have all the beams to do, we have a few posts going down the middle of the house, and then we've got the ridge beam, and then we can start working on roofing. So it's still a lot of heavy lifting in our future, but I'm going to go ahead and take you guys upstairs, show you the loft flooring, and then show you guys what Eddie's working on right now, which is actually getting some templates for floor joists for that front porch area that we're going to be building out. So here we go. So imagine you are on the porch and you're coming in the front door here. We have all of our loft flooring laid and it looks so beautiful. So this is the view from the kitchen, from the bathroom, from kind of the main entrance dining room area. Then our living room area. Back around here to our stair opening. So this is where the stairs will be to go to the second floor. So this is our opening for the stairs. We also have to complete this section of flooring once we get the stair stringers up. When you come up the stairs, pretend there's a wall there. You have kind of our common sitting area, reading nook area. We're gonna have a big like picture window here, a couple of like really cozy chairs. This will be our little reading nook hangout area, and then we'll have a sliding barn door to go into Emery's room here. So we'll have her room all right here, and then straight across the way we'll have our bedroom. So we'll have probably over here somewhere a door to the deck area, and then like our bed and everything here. So our bedroom's going to be a little bit smaller than Emery's because of the stairway here, but that's okay. It just is what it is. So her room will also double as a guest bedroom. So that'll be nice for whenever guests come. They have plenty of space to stretch out, hang out, and be cozy. Hello again. It's currently Saturday morning. We are getting back to work on all of our tasks that we wanted to get completed this weekend before next week when we start getting some snow. We start seeing daily highs in the 30s, daily lows in the 20s. So we are getting to work and trying to hustle and do as much as we can today and tomorrow before winter happens.
Today my goal is to put all the floor joist up for one section of the front porch. We're going to use that to put the material lift on and to lift the rest of our posts and beams up onto the second floor deck, and then we can maneuver them where we need them to install everything. So I'm going to do that, and also this afternoon I'm going to set, as long as this works out right, I'm going to go ahead and set the second floor floor joist for the deck and start laying the decking boards, maybe finish it hopefully, and then the entire second floor will be done except for one little row of tongue and groove that we left on purpose until we get the rest of the post up there. But once we get the decking up there, then we can set the rest of the post. We'll have a solid platform, be a lot easier, and then we're ready to start setting beams up there. Let me show you my idea, concept, what I'm doing to support the front porch. It'll be the same way on all the porches, but I'll show you kind of what I'm working on right now. So you can see I've already got 5 joists set. I haven't nailed anything down yet. I'm gonna get them all in place, and then I'll come back through with the nail gun, tack them down, and then I'll take some of the 20D sinkers that are designed for outdoor use, and I'll go ahead and put one on each side of all of these. But what I did is, so when I designed our porches, I decided to have the beams coming off of the foundation. So that's the wall that was out for the end of the house, which supports all the decks, and I had the beams come off of that, so then everything is transferred down into the foundation as far as the house goes. And that's huge foundation. There's like a 3-foot thick footer with a 4-foot wall there, so there's plenty of support there. And then on the house side here, this is the corner of the house, I had the beams come out that rest on the foundation, the basement foundation, the basement wall, and they come out. So all of that and all of this load here with all of the posts going all the way up to the second floor and the roof are supported by the foundation on this end. And of course we did sonotubes down, and that are, you know, well below frost depth, and then we put the post and supported the deck or the porches with that. So anyway, long story short, because I wanted this all to rest on the foundation, this beam is actually 8 inches higher than those 2 beams, and then the end beam is the same height as this one. So these 2 are 8 inches higher, and then this one is 8 inches lower than the corner beam, on purpose, because these floor joists on this end will rest on that beam, and the ones in the center will rest on those 2 beams, and then the one on the end will do what I'm going to show you right here. So what I did is I made a ledger that's 2 by 2, and I lag screwed it into this beam, so it's a very solid connection. I lag screwed it. I tacked it up here with nails, but then I lag screwed it in underneath the place where each joist will be. And then all I'm doing is, so I want my floor to be the right height. This is an 8-inch beam. I put a 1x8 on top of it, so now it's not really a 9-inch beam, but it's a 9-inch profile. And because I wanted 2x8 floor joist, which will give me plenty of support underneath these porch floors, I notched each floor joist, and I don't know if you can see that because it's kind of dark, But I notched each floor joist, so I came out 2 inches from here because this is a 2x, and then I came down 1 inch to make this surface meet up with this surface. So now they're the same height. They're supported on this end by the ledger that is firmly lag screwed in to this beam, which isn't going anywhere, and then they rest on top of the other beams. So what I've left to do now is just, I'll do the same thing on the other side of this beam, and then they'll rest on those 2 beams, and then I'll do the same thing on the far beam down there on this side of it, so that they rest on that, and I'll notch those floor joists out, and then I have a very solid connection that supports everything at the right height, which is important. And so just thought I'd share that with you and show you kind of what I'm doing. So now it's time to get to cutting. So I got all my porch floor joists up onto this decking, and I've made all my measurements. So now I just have to cut them each to length, and then I'll show you how I'm notching them. I have all my measurements, so now all I'm doing is measuring and marking out where I'm going to cut the notch that fits on my ledger on this side of the beam. So what I've done is I put the ledger in, I measured down, I snapped a line, and that's where I placed my ledger. And then just to double check, I went back and measured from the top, because this is rough cut lumber. None of it is 100% precise. So I measured from the top of the beam at the location where each joist will be vertically and wrote those numbers down. And then when I get ready to notch my beam, or my floor joist, I'm measuring from the top of the floor joist down that same amount. And so when I notch this, that will put the top of the floor joist even with the top of the 1x8 that's sitting on the beam, and so everything should be level-ish at that point. Then all I've got to do is I just cut this out and cut it by hand. It's not very difficult, and then it's they're heavy, but you just put them out there. So I've got 5 done, these 2, and then 1 more, and then I'm going to place a rim joist, and then we're going to try it out. What you doing?
Priming. Painting, painting, painting.
It's called Artemis priming.
Wait, what? Get it. Hello, happy Tuesday. So yesterday was a snow day. We got to take the entire day off. All of the snow has already melted today, so there's not a whole lot to show you guys, but it was a beautiful like winter wonderland yesterday. Today we have been working on the second floor deck. So Eddie got half of the boards laid out. I cut the other half to length, so they're ready to be put up. But Eddie's doing some backfilling right now. He just got finished running the solar lines into the house, into the basement. So now he's backfilling that whole area. And we've just been working a little bit on house stuff, but then also working on just simply winterizing the homestead and gathering like all of our winter clothes and things like that that we'll be getting out and going through, and just kind of cleaning up so that whenever we do get a lot of snow, a lot of things aren't hidden or lost all winter long. So that's what we're doing today. We're about to wrap up. I did not get a video posted like I usually do on Sunday, so I'm thinking that I'll just post at the end of this week and it'll just be another 2-week vlog. So sorry about that, but life has just been busy and hectic and chaotic. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day, and there's not a whole lot to show you guys, so we'll just check back in tomorrow and pick up where we left off. Good morning, happy Friday morning. We are out here even though it is a little bit chilly this morning. So yesterday and the day before we finished up the second floor deck. Eddie has rigged up our solar power into the basement, so he ran all of the lines into the basement. We built a little table for the batteries. He's got the charge controller and the inverter down there now, so we're running off of solar power again for a lot of things. And then yesterday I got to work on second floor beams. So I've got 6 beams that are up on the first floor deck here that have already been planed and sanded on all the sides that are needed. And so we might get to placing some of them today. Probably not. Eddie's got to do stairs first so that we can get the material lift up there. I just thought of that. So probably not going to be doing any beam lifting today, maybe from first floor to second floor, but not up onto the second floor post just yet. But today is going to be kind of a shorter day because I have some errands to run with Emery, and then I've got some socializing to do tonight for our monthly mom's night out. So Eddie's going to be working hard all day and I'm going to be off gallivanting around town. So I'll take you guys up to show you the posts, and then today Eddie's going to be working on those stairs and I don't know what else. So we'll see where the day takes us. My baby don't mess around. She has me for sure.
Well, we're back that way.
Back. Okay. Good?
Perfect. Yep. Back using the material lift because we've got some beams that we're putting upstairs. We've got all of the first set of beams for upstairs. Now we're just lifting them up to put them where they need to go, and then we're gonna, hopefully this afternoon, I'll start working on stairs, and we'll be ready to put this piece up there and start placing beams. Well,
Okay.
Francesca has already started her strict no shoes in the house policy, so, and it's a little chilly. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. más. Okay, tighten your abs.
Shit.
Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
It ain't that heavy.
Okay. Oh. Ah.
Yeah, that would help me. Ready? This will be ready for the next one. Get your cat jacket. Alright. Save the heaviest one for last.
All right, that wraps up another 2 weeks of house building. We've got a lot of flooring done. We've got all the posts set on the second floor. We've got some beams up top, 10 beams that are ready to go to be placed.
Once I build stairs, then
yes,
we'll move the material lift up. We'll place those beams. That'll go pretty quick.
so that's our goal for next week.
And we only have 12 beams left to cut for the main structure before we can get ready to start setting rafters. So we're getting close. Hopefully next week we will be done and ready to probably cut a template rafter and make sure everything works, and then cut the rest of them.
Yep, so hopefully some exciting stuff happening next week, and I think that about covers it. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below with any questions. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when new videos come out. And we are so appreciative that you are here. And thank you so much for your support. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.